Hello guys, I'm SoundKiller, and before I start this video, I want to clarify, even though this is a sponsored video, I actually wanted to make this video before Kilohertz sponsored me, so hope you guys enjoyed this video and find it very useful. I really like Kilohertz plugins, so I hope you guys find it very awesome as well. So yeah, let's get started. So Kilohertz have these amazing audio effects. They're very cheap, affordable for most producers out there, and they're very high quality, like really high quality. They call them snappings because they aim to recreate a modular style workflow. So basically what you can do with modular analog gear, you can do it in your DAW, which is pretty awesome honestly. Two of their premium plugins, which are Snapheap and Multipass, offer a very powerful array of options for you to do unique sound processing. For example, Snapheap is a parallel processor where you can do a audio processing of the same signal into 4 different channels. So basically you're dividing it into 4 different sends, what you would do in routing in FL Studio, which is very awesome. You can, like, for example, have one send which is for reverb and delay. You can then compress the other one and just have those two sounds combined into different channels. For example, have a dedicated reverb channel send all directly in the Snapheap plugin. So you're just basically doing all that in just one simple plugin, and you can use all the snappings that Kilohertz offer if you obviously like purchase them through the Works, which is a very awesome bundle. I definitely recommend it. Snapheap is one of the free bundles they have, which is the Snapheap bundle, which comes with 6 great snappings. It comes with the limiter, gain, 3-band EQ, chorus, delay, and stereo. And you can get it just by clicking on the top right corner of the screen, or by clicking in the description down below, because I will be leaving a link so that you guys can get it. It's free stuff, and I always encourage you guys to be legal and get free stuff if you can. It's really awesome. The other premium plugin is the Multipass, which is a multi-band processor, and I really like this one because you can do really like unique stuff. I've been actually experimenting a lot with it, and it's great because you can divide and process each different band, for example high, mids, and lows, which is very cool because you can, for example, have a high end with some reverb, so you can add reverb to the high end, and for example you can make the low end mono with the stereo tool, which is pretty cool because you can then like really process and really reform and shape the sound. You can, for example, distort the mids and do lots of things, or you can use it as a multi-band compressor by adding a compressor to each band, which is pretty awesome, pretty dope if you ask me. The best part about the KHS Suite is that you can buy each snapping individually. So for example, let's say you want or need a compressor, frequency shifter, phaser, you can buy all of those separately, and they're actually pretty cheap. For example, the compressor is only $29, which is insanely cheap for a compressor. It's a very great the compressor is very great. I like it. Looks great. It has a very powerful tool. It sounds very clean, and like I definitely recommend it. You can also, like, for example, the phaser. The phaser is only $19, so you can get like these amazing plugins for very cheap. You can also like just buy them in bundles. For example, you can get the phaser in a bundle called Time and Space, which is only $79, and that bundle includes a haze, which is basically a stereo system, phaser, resonator, reverb. So it's very cool that you have these bundles to choose from, different bundles and stuff. You can also like get them, well, for example, if you're a producer that doesn't really have the budget, you can just, like, for example, buy them slowly. For example, you get a paycheck and you can like just spend $20, which is like a meal. You can just use it in a plugin, and you can like very get the power of the Kilohertz plugins. So the key features of Kilohertz Suite, besides what I already mentioned, which is the modular ecosystem, Kilohertz is a very low CPU usage suite because of its very simple, clean UI. its processing, it's very low CPU usage. So if you're looking for an alternative that doesn't kill your CPU, or let's say you have a computer that isn't as powerful as you wish, kilohertz is the way to go. And what I already just mentioned, which is the easy to use interface, very minimal, which is one of the highlights of kilohertz, which when I sent them an email, they proudly told me, is that their vision is that anyone can get the job done without having to consult the manual, because everything is there. It's a clean and easy to read interface. So yeah, kilohertz stuff is pretty amazing. And a fun fact, then Mouse 5, Virtual Riot, and many other big name artists like Soundboys trust their plugins, so that's a pretty big deal. So to end this video, I want to tell my fellow producers, especially the FL Studio gang, to consider investing in kilohertz. You might be thinking, why specifically the FL Studio gang? Well, kilohertz has some plugins that Ableton has, but FL Studio doesn't. Like for example, the frequency shifter. FL Studio doesn't have a native frequency shifter, while Ableton does have. Meanwhile, you can use a kilohertz frequency shifter and get the same results, which is pretty dope. You also have some other dope plugins, like for example distortion and phaser, which FL Studio does have, but a kilohertz is just better, and it's so cheap, it's just a bargain to not get them. So I'm definitely recommending that. So yeah, hope you guys found this very awesome. I hope you guys consider buying some of the kilohertz stuff like I did. I have the whole suite, so you guys will be seeing me use this quite a bit more. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.